Fumio Kishida blames three countries for this: Russia, North Korea, and China. With Russia, well, it's obvious. When Russia invaded their neighbor Ukraine, Japan got a little worried. The fact that Ukraine is a neighbor of Russia's is important for Japan. You see, Japan neighbors Russia too. And surprise, surprise, the Russia-Japan border is disputed too. Russia and Japan both claim that they are the owners of the southernmost Kuril Islands. There had been conflicts between Japan and Russia, but in more recent years, this conflict has cooled down. There's no fighting between Russia and Japan, and it'll likely stay that way. Russia's war with Ukraine hasn't gone smoothly, to say the least. The war has been going on for 10 months. Russia's military has been underperforming Putin's expectations. It would be foolish for Russia to start another war on its eastern border. So, Russia isn't Japan's biggest worry. Japan is probably more worried about another country that's close to them: North Korea. Because when you think of North Korea, you think of nuclear bombs. That's right.
North Korea has launched a missile over Japan, sparking anger in Tokyo.
North Korea has repeatedly flown missiles over Japan. This is terrifying for Japanese citizens. They know perfectly well what could be on those missiles: nuclear warheads. Kim Jong-un has an estimated 40 nuclear bombs. That's nothing compared to the United States' 31,255 warheads, but 40 nuclear warheads are nothing to treat lightly. And Japan doesn't treat it lightly, as we can see from the massive budget increase. North Korea is definitely one of the reasons for developing a counter-strike capability. When Japan has hypersonic missiles of their own, Kim Jong-un will think twice before attacking them. But even North Korea isn't the biggest reason for this military spending increase. China is.
China
For the last 30 years, China's military spending has increased drastically, at least 42-fold.
Tensions have already been escalated very much by China.
China is the largest threat to the security of Japan. I quote an official national security document here. It describes China as the greatest strategic challenge ever to securing the peace and stability of Japan. This is a huge change in attitude towards China. In 2013, Japan described China as a strategic partner, but a lot has changed since then. One chart can explain this: the military spending of China and Japan. You see, in 2013, the situation was a whole lot different. Japan's military spending was around $49 billion, while China's military was already on the rise with $164 billion in 2013. And this isn't even close to the current number. China's military budget is now close to $230 billion. Beijing has increased its military budget by around 7% every year. Meanwhile, Japan's budget has been shrinking. The Chinese military is now 4 times as big as that of Japan's, at least in numbers. But Japan will stay safe, right? There's no reason for China to attack Japan? Well, not quite. Japan's in a very dangerous situation.
Taiwan wants to show that it's ready.
military jets flying towards Taiwanese airspace.
Taiwan is self-governing, but China sees this land as its own.
We are prepared to face every kind of challenge.
The situation